And the stream is up and rolling.
Okay. So, it has been a while since we played, but
This is Pathfinder, right?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
uh, when we last left off, you guys had navigated through uh, the weird warping inn, saved the C team and Prophetess Drawn, and you found the key that or medallion that would let you sort of control it, and you stepped through this basement door over here, or you opened it at any rate. Whether or not you actually stepped through, I don't know. But is that
We were
where?
strategizing what to do.
What's that?
We were strategizing how we're going to solve the problem.
I thought you guys had opened it and you were ready to go in.
Well, I think it was our only way to progress, right? Like, even though we have control over the mechanics, we can't actually open the door out.
Not out of the inn, but you
Right.
can go into the
Deeper
Yes, you can
inside.
go deeper into it.
And everybody make sure you're at full health. Because I know at the end I was burning some candle seconds to heal everybody.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just down a few rages.
So yeah, I think I have a few spell slots that I've used, but other than that.
Right. So this will be another session where I'm not entirely sure how long it will last because I don't know how long things are expected to take. Yeah. So you open the door. Everybody's healed up.
I believe so.
All right.
Yes.
You open the door, and instead of a basement stairway, a rough stone tunnel stretches away from the inn, quickly widening into a cavernous space studded with purple crystals. The tunnel echoes with strange voices and far-off sounds, as if originating from distant places, or perhaps even distant worlds. And this is completely unrelated and unfortunate, but I'm going to need to take a quick, 5-minute break. I have to take a phone call real quick.
Nope.
Very sorry. I know we just started.
No worries.
Sorry. Be right back.
Roll for phone call.
This Colby's Holy Spirit guiding us to victory.
So, weird otherworldly sounds and creepy purple wall crystals. This is surely not bad or indicative of anything we should be worried about.
I'm gonna get swallowed by a mimic again.
I'm all out of my level 2 spells, but
I'm gonna find a mimic and I'm gonna get swallowed by it.
there you go.
I don't
Honestly,
think we're supposed to be
I feel like getting swallowed by a mimic is on the low end of bad things
Yeah,
that can
that'd
happen
be
here.
preferable to what is possibly going to happen.
But I can do it again.
I feel like we're looking at our world could get swallowed by a world mimic or something.
Right. All of the Earth is a mimic.
World mimic. Oh man, so remember when we were just trying to find out why a castle exploded?
Right.
It feels like it was a really long time ago.
Those were the days.
There was a mayor, he was a jerk, we were going to do something about it, and then we forgot.
Said small town
butt
trouble.
stuff to him.
But then we found out the whole village was against us in the long run anyway, so did it matter?
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Never being there probably didn't help.
Well,
Yeah.
we're very busy people, really.
We had other things happened.
I mean, we're just busy.
You know, you get distracted.
You know, it's hard trying to do things.
I did have a lot of lanterns to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an important job.
If you think about it, everybody need us. Everybody, it just be one hell of a time, really. We're just down for a party.
Trying to remember if we had any unfinished business. I know we figured out that we figured out that both of the clerics in town were sketchy, but I don't think we ever had any time to do anything about it.
I mean, didn't we have our one person like try and follow them and stalk them a little bit?
Yeah, I think that we found stuff out, but didn't get to.
Pursue it.
Yeah, we didn't get to do
all the
anything
way
about
out.
it. Because it was like Gariel was working for somebody, but then so was her sort of rival.
Oh dear.
We've angered the Russells.
Yeah.
At least we
Taking
did
a phone
figure
call.
out what was eating all the livestock.
Yeah, it's our pet troll.
I think she's an ogre. I've got her
It's our
personnel list here somewhere.
Yeah, it's our pet ogre.
I think she's more of a pet keeper than a pet.
She's clearly a pet.
And now we have 2 or 3 wolves.
Plan C is
Yeah, I think we have three dire wolves or something. Plans B, C, and D or something.
Her name was Stuzant. I apparently don't have a name for her wolf.
Stews and smash.
This is literally Errant like pulling out a clipboard and like flipping through it for like
Right.
personnel records.
Telling George that he might have to go to HR. Keeps calling the ogre patrol.
Hey, do you think that ritual of astral transmogrification spell is still in place? Could we still say the code word and randomly become some dwarves?
So
I mean, if we're about to die.
sure, why not? We could just be somebody else on our death. In our death. I wonder if it keeps after you're dead. Like, do we just stay as the dwarves and then they'll never know what happened to us?
I do not know. My notes and our adventures have gotten more and more sparse as we have gone.
Right.
My goodness. I have a list of all the people in town who we never ended up talking to. Lenine Greywind,
We should talk to that guy.
Macklin Tauktuft,
Burt Macklin.
Braun McGable, Mingy Greywind. Oh, Ditch Fundy is the sketchy person. But so is Sister Gariel, so, you know.
Sounds like a sketchy name.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
It's all right.
Sorry about that.
We've been questioning our life choices approximately in character.
Yeah. I got a text from my mother
Oh.
asking me to call her, and it sounded kind of important, and it was in no way important.
It's always fun when that happens.
So, you step through a tunnel, and like I said, it's looks like you think it's going to be a basement stairway. It's a tunnel that stretches out and widens, and is studded with purple crystals, and you can hear strange voices and sounds as if originating from distant places or distant worlds. What would you guys like to do?
Does it seem like the crystals can be? I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at the crystals just for grins and giggles.
Okay, just make a investigation check.
Hey, Veerheis, let's look at these crystals.
Okay.
Yep, that Hey, our rolls are back.
These crystals appear to be crystalline in nature.
So wait, how many
Maybe-
crystals are there?
Don't you roll with advantage with help? Oh, Veerheis rolled the nat 20.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
was goofing around with the.
Oh,
Yeah.
so if he's helping, don't you roll with advantage?
I was gonna have Veerheis roll because his modifier is better than mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh
roll for
right.
it.
Okay. So roll investigation. Okay. Okay, there we go.
All right. I would also like you guys, and everybody can do this, can roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, come on. I've rolled a
Oops.
1 and a 3.
Left that on.
Cheater.
Best to get them out of the way now. Okay, so
My bad.
with your investigation checks, you can't tell anything specific about the purple crystals. They seem to be just that, purple crystals. Perhaps having some kind of magic in them, to allow them to glow, but nothing super powerful or out of the ordinary. Um, you are able to tell with, or Veerheis rather is able to tell, that this tunnel is wholly contained within a pocket dimension. Just like you guys were going through different doors and coming out in sort of different dimensions, and the C team was trapped and whatnot. This basement, wherever you're heading, is yet another pocket dimension. Um, However, Veerheis and George, all of you have had the orrery components. You guys have been attuned for them for a long time. Um, weeks or maybe even months. I forget what the time frame is here.
Right.
Um, so you've come to have them sort of be almost a part of you. And Noble Six and Errant, you guys are distracted, but Veerheis and George, you guys, the two of you, can sort of feel a calling or a sense even of the final Ori piece somewhere distant into this tunnel. You know that you found, you know you're going the right direction.
even if they're just glowing crystals, I think by reflex, Errant is pulling out his bag of holding and like a hammer and just uh, like like knocking some off the wall and into the
Actually,
bag.
actually, would a bag of holding work in a pocket dimension?
It's a good question.
Aren't they supposed to not interact?
Is it a pocket dimension or just a different dimension?
It specifically says pocket dimension.
Yeah. And yeah,
Yeah,
probably not. Then he's just knocking it into his backpack.
yeah, it says a successful DC 12 intelligence check made while investigating the tunnel confirms that it is wholly contained within a pocket dimension.
Then I'm knocking them into a regular bag, which will go into the bag of holding later.
Yeah, so maybe leave the bag of holding outside the door.
Wait, so bags of holding don't work if
Well,
you're in a pocket
it only
dimension?
matters if you open it.
Oh, does it? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, bags of holding themselves are pocket dimensions,
Yeah.
and
So
pocket dimensions inside of pocket dimensions make things go boom.
okay, I was gonna say it's like kind of like a paradox.
I mean, it's sort of a supreme reverse boom. It like
Right.
it like tears a
Everything gets
hole in
sucked.
space and sucks everything through.
Yeah, true.
It's like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters.
Which we'll see how this goes. Before this is over, we might throw a pocket dimension in a pocket dimension, depending on how bad this
Right.
gets.
If that's what has to happen, then that's what we'll do.
I am all for this idea.
So, yeah. So, what's the play?
Well, I say we proceed down this hallway.
So we run down the hallway at top speeds,
Hmm?
Or we
and then
walk.
whoever gets captured first or entangled by the mimics that are hiding in the hallway will just be the first sacrifice.
Yes. One person trips the trap, and then we save them.
I think our player is having a bad flashback to a different experience from a previous game.
From an alternate life.
He remembers he was tall. Yeah, no, I say let's walk down this hallway peacefully.
We could do our trap checking method of tapping with a stick or something,
Yeah, with javelins.
or javelins.
Yeah. Poking things ahead of us. Poke, 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 poke.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do.
All right. So you make your way slowly down the tunnel. With all the poking and investigating going on, are you trying to be stealthy or quick or are you just not caring about the noise that you make?
They're light taps. They're not meant to be loud. Like it's like a little like. If you can hear that.
I could not. So good job.
Well, I'm tapping on a wooden cutting board that's under my laptop right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
so
Like there's little soft taps,
okay.
just to see if you trigger anything. Otherwise, it's not supposed to be like we're not whacking everything.
Okay. Okay. Um, so I won't. So probably not doing stealth checks, but not making overt noise either. Okay. Um, the tunnel continues for what feels like forever before the ceiling suddenly begins to rise. The walls frame an impossibly tall canyon that slowly widens, the air becoming hot and heavy with the scent of sulfur. Glowing vents of magma fill a huge cavern with a dull red glow. From somewhere ahead, you hear a deep, echoing caw, sounding like the call of some great bird. It repeats periodically, always far off in the distance. Set into a large cleft in the canyon wall is an enormous nest of sticks, bones, paper, and other debris. An immense black form resembling a crow shelters in the nest. It has a beak that comes together like mandibles, large enough to grasp a horse.
Oh, we knew this was here, and we
Yep.
forgot to make any plans.
Even more unsettling are the multitude of eyes clustered on its forehead, though those are thankfully all closed in sleep. And I will take you to a map.
We were definitely
And
supposed
this,
to be planning what we were going to do about this.
Oh, right.
and this map was not provided in the tutorial. I had to find this.
Uh,
And I think that this is almost perfect.
Yeah. So we know it has really bad sunlight sensitivity. Can anyone?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we should be good. I have a cheeky plan that kind of came up with last time. All right. If it gets pissed off, I become the bait because I'll drop the my Rotom of Return, one of my timepiece, one of the Ori's stones, and so I can teleport. And
Oh
then if
yeah,
it comes
the
at me, I just
immovable rod.
jab the unmovable rod into its throat, and then teleport away, and then yeah.
And honestly, I feel like this is the best plan we have right now. Because we were sort of explicitly warned not to try and just fight it.
So, yeah, you're here. Uh, the the deep crow seems, by all accounts, to be sleeping.
Alright, so we try to stealth up to it, and then enact the plan and see if we can shove the rod in its mouth. Otherwise, we fall back down to George.
Or hear me out. We try to be stealthy for once and just go away. Just walk.
But you're in plate mail.
We can try, okay, Harrison. There's always hopes.
So if you give me the rod, I could probably sneak up there.
But what if we don't need to sneak up on it? We could just, avoid it and leave.
But if we sneak up to it and then we put the rod in its mouth and they can't move, we could steal one of its feathers and say we killed it.
What would that accomplish you?
This is going to accomplish
Glory.
nothing. Okay, besides
Glory.
Glory? Fair enough.
Glory.
Glory.
I did not know that was one of your goals to achieve
Bragging
glory,
rights.
but
It would achieve a lot of glory. People would be in awe of my strength.
let me guess, Uba, you're going to try to use this feather to get back into your clan since you've been kicked out?
No. We didn't get kicked out. You never get
Yeah,
kicked out.
then why aren't you with them and you're with us instead?
Well, simple. You stay in the clan for 6 years, and after that
Uh-huh.
you disperse and you join other groups for another 6 years.
Uh-huh.
And this way you could travel the world in other ways and meet
And
new
then-
people and make new friends.
And
And
every
then you
6 years,
regroup back with the group, and then you just go on a giant conquest.
This is more backstory we've gotten out of Noble Six in than the entire campaign so far.
I know, and I'm loving it.
It's out of nowhere.
So if I bring back the feather, they will be in awe of what I killed. Or said I killed. It'll be close enough.
dog, you are getting me all sorts of goofed up. Okay, you want us to try and kill this. You want to try and sneak over there, risk getting us all killed to mess with a crow.
Yes. I guess we could stealth off. I mean, we could just look
Yeah.
for a feather on the ground that, like, it has to shed every once in a while.
probably all in the nest for for its eggs or whatever. It's probably a mama bird. It's probably hungry.
All
Well,
right.
we'll about to see what happens with the two guys in plate mail. See if they fail the checks or not.
You guys have been quietly arguing for long enough. Um, I'm gonna need everybody to make perception checks. And George and Noble Six, you'll do it with disadvantage since you're distracted when you're squabble.
This is normally our strong suits.
Okay.
Thank goodness for advantage. That was another 3.
So yeah, both Errant and Vierheis. While Noble Six and George are arguing, the two of you are looking around the room, the cavern and everything, trying to discern the best way through here. And you both happen to notice that the deep crow is periodically opening one of its eyes. A momentary glowing red slit will occasionally open up and look at you before closing again.
Where's Badonkachunk?
Oh, I didn't bring him onto the map.
I got you.
Thank you.
If Badongachuk can move through the earth, then there's a chance he can move through it and with the rod and then just drop the rod on the crow.
I mean, I think just getting it on the crow isn't going to do anything for us. I do think the plan of getting it in the crow could potentially be meaningful. Something else we could consider too is Earth Elemental. Would he be immune to lava? That makes sense in my head.
Is he immune to fire damage? That's how I would probably go with it.
No.
I would think heat could still get him then. I'd say he's probably resistant, but I would say that unless he's immune to fire damage, the lava would probably still hurt him.
Well, we could still have him like pop up in like a corner and just like make a ton of noise and then earth glide back down into the ground and come meet us past this room.
What I should also mention before any decisions are made. So I don't know if you guys can see my arrow pointer.
Yeah.
This here is sort of a cavern wall that you would need to scale. Like you can see how the lava's kind of flowing down it.
Yeah.
So it's not something you can just walk past. In addition, there is another further down. So it's like a 3-part series. The section you're in, another section, and then the section that will allow you to continue forward. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's not just a gentle sloping hill.
Yes.
You'll need to climb or do something to go up.
I mean, having it eat something that is holding the rod is not a bad idea. And we could... Man, I wish we had like a summon or something that it would like go after, but I don't think we do. And certainly nothing smart enough to activate the rod. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted by plan Eat the Immovable Rod.
Okay, well then in that case, I'm going to set my recall point, I guess, here since it takes an action. And yeah, let's just be quiet and stealthy, and let's just try and move on.
And now we watch the DM try to figure out how to resolve this.
So when you say move on, are you going towards the crow?
I
Or are
mean,
you-
we're
Or you
going
mean
to
like
be
just
going through these
like after
steps to
he's
get out of here.
anchored? Yeah, we'll go the other direction.
So, if I wasn't clear before, when they did their perception checks, the deep crow is awake and it is aware of you.
It's aware that we're here.
He
Oh, I
he
know.
wants to get eaten. This is the plan.
The plan is,
Like
the plan
Drax.
is, I try and take the bait. The crow comes to snack on me. When it moves off a bit, I shove the rod through its throat and like into its mouth before making it set, and then teleporting back. As a bonus
Ideally,
action.
it will swallow him whole.
Yeah, it's not going to chew him up or something, but it's a risk he's willing to take.
Okay. Yeah. You can. You're gonna move alone,
Yeah, I'll move along.
or is everyone going?
I'm not going.
No, he's the one that we need eaten.
Yeah, so I guess I move my immovable rod into my hand. That way, it's easy use.
You
It's
take a
in my
whole
hands.
rod in your hand.
You have all the ways to use an immovable rod. Who would have thought we're shoving it down a creature's throat?
Right.
As you are moving along, yeah, we'll say you can make it around into this area if you want.
Okay.
Everyone else, what are you doing?
Retreat into the tunnel, so I'm the only option.
Well, I'm holding my shield up and my sword up, and I'm ready for shit to go downhill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of the same vibe as just trying to keep an eye on what is happening so that if for some reason this doesn't work, we can try and intervene before he dies.
Okay. George, as you're walking around, why don't you make a perception check?
Oops.
Okay. So, as you're walking around, sort of treading around in his cave, as I mentioned before, there's kind of debris everywhere. And some of that debris even includes parchment. And you're able to sort of wait. You don't have dark vision, do you?
I do.
Oh,
I
you
do.
do. Well, mostly George because he's the one moving through this. So you do have dark vision.
Yes.
Okay, so it's dim light, so you would be able to see like regular light. Fantastic. Yeah, you notice that a lot of this parchment is actually some of it's even bound books. And you see some of the titles Um, I don't know if I can say all of these without laughing, but here are some of the titles you see. Passages on nearly every page are crudely underlined and circled. What are they circled with? I couldn't tell you, but yeah. So do you want to continue to?
So it's lonely. It needs a partner.
Needs somebody to seduce it.
That certainly seems to be a valid conclusion to jump to.
That's what I'm good for. Okay, level
New
6. I need you to take your pants off.
I don't think that is a valid conclusion to jump to.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing. There's a lot of literature out there, good reads, really good reads. But based on what I've read, take your pants off.
I got a what?
What? Or do we know that if it's looking for a human companion or a humanoid companion, or
I think. I mean, CJ the DM knows.
I don't think it would.
I don't know what sort of conclusions you all would jump to, but as a player, my first instinct would not be to think that the Deep Crow would want me, a human.
Okay. So clearly, we have to find another pocket dimension with a female crow, and we need to lure her into here,
Right.
and then we can pass.
Or just give him some dating advice.
Okay, I don't know if this thing can understand us.
It
Who speaks
can,
crow?
actually.
Oh, it can.
It can understand you, but can only speak Deep Crow.
Does anyone know Deep Crow?
No.
I mean, let's just pause. Even if this thing can understand us, what about any of our lives suggests that we are qualified to give dating advice to a giant subterranean crow monster?
Clearly, you haven't experienced me.
All right, I got this.
Oh, goodness. Shall we
Right.
approach? Is
I'm
this
gonna
going to be our stage?
I'm gonna slowly approach with my weapons down because you know.
And your pants off, right?
No.
Well, I think you've already botched this.
All right. So my pants are on.
Wearing
All right,
pants
as you
is
guys
not-
are discussing this, all of a sudden a sense of doom washes all around you all as the ancient Deep Crow suddenly rises up. Its great wings unfurl, its multiple eyes blazing red, and it lets loose a caw that shakes the cavern walls. All of you can make an insight check.
We're gonna die.
Clearly, it does not like Noble 6. Veer Heist, take your pants off.
It's the thirstiest inhuman subterranean cry you've ever heard.
What are we rolling?
I
So-
don't
so
even
we found
know
out-
anymore.
So it's a male.
It's insight. Oh,
Right,
thank
yeah.
goodness, Veer Heist.
I know
Aaron.
what. Oh, Aaron knows.
Uh,
Aaron takes
I
off
Once
wish I
again-
didn't.
Once again, Noble Six and George are giving a little squabble and aren't fully attuned to what's going on. But Veerheis and Arendt, you both can sense that despite this very aggressive display, at least some of the Deep Crow's outrage is feigned. And it you don't speak Deep Crow. You've never spoken Deep Crow. You don't know anyone who speaks Deep Crow. But something about it, something about the caw, even though it was aggressive, it almost seems melancholy as well. Uh,
The word is thirsty.
I guess it's not really trying. The thirsty melancholy.
yeah, and as he raises up and his wings lift, uh, it knocks out more books and scrolls, and they drift to the ground, and the few that you can see are all on the same sort of subject matter as the ones you've already come across.
So we just need to do a jailbreak and get him out of here.
Sure, unleash this thing onto the world.
Yes, let's unleash a horny cave crow. Or black crow, I mean.
It's not gonna hurt
Let's
anyone.
unleash a horny black crow into the world. Aaron, take your pants off.
Gonna go with no there. We just tell it, sorry, bud, we're not any good for dating advice, but here's a giant print copy of the Audubon Society Field Guide to Birds with the nice color, 2-page illustrations, and just be like,
Hopefully this will help you.
It's got some
And here's a
posters in
copy of-
there.
And here's a copy of the lusty Argonian maid to soothe your needs.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you guys were not carrying these around.
We've got 2 bags of holding. You don't know what we've got.
I don't even know what we got.
Wait, hold up. What rank am I? What's our Ack Inc. rank?
2?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I think. I couldn't swear to that, though. You might be 3.
Hold on, wait. How much do you think a book of the lusty Argonian maid would cost?
I don't know. A gold?
Oh, man.
I can get one right now.
How so?
Because I have which one is it? One of the timepieces. And it lets me summon any basic item that's under 50 gold
Right.
somewhere in the world.
The Amorous Aarakocra Ale Wench.
Yeah, I can borrow an object. You name it a mundane item, maybe the lusty Argonian maid that's
The
with a
Kinky
value
Kinku.
of 50 gold or less. And it appears in your hand or at my feet.
Okay. What?
Just
you're wanting
what?
Yes, what?
Yeah, I can summon a lusty. I haven't yet, but I can if I really want to.
So are you wanting to summon more dating advice books, or are you trying to summon
Bird smut.
bird porn?
Yes, both.
We haven't decided.
We'll show them the Tinder app for birds.
We could ask them. Left wing for a dating advice book, right wing for bird porn.
I roll a d4. Evens, it's the dating advice. Odds, it's the bird.
The other thing.
Are we doing this, guys? Are we getting him bird
Yes.
porn or dating
Yes.
advice?
Yes.
Dating advice it is. Um,
Okay.
uh,
What's this book gonna be called? 20 Ways to Squawk Like an Alpha Crow.
okay. 20 ways to squawk like an alpha crow. Was that one of the
That's
books
one of the options.
I
I just kind of made that up.
Peter, you made that up.
I just made that
Sounds like a
up.
good one. I like it.
Um, okay, yes, perfect. He is oddly very excited by this. Um, this is not a book. This is not a book that was in his
Collection.
stash, his collection, and this seems oddly directed right at him. This is he is the target audience for this book. Yeah, so he will let you guys pass. Um,
Getting swallowed by a giant bird necessary.
give me a moment. So yeah, as 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 he allows you to pass, you're able to fairly easily climb these different gaps. As you don't have to worry about being stealthy or anything, and you are able to find scattered about um, a handful of different potions. Uh, sorry, I'm trying to find all of them. You have a potion, two potions of greater healing, and where is it? I know there was another one, or at least I could have sworn there was.
And a holy avenger.
No. Uh, there is something fairly nice, but I don't know. I thought there was another one, but I'm not seeing it. I might have been remembering another section. Uh, however, you do also find a glass jeweler's eye.
Ooh.
that feels important, but also requires attunement. So, womp womp.
It's not that important. Genuinely speaking, it's not that important. So yeah, I worked really hard on this map for absolutely no reason.
There's clearly a reason. This map looks amazing.
Well, thank you.
It was worth
I
the
am
visual.
really honored to actually be on the map. So
Would it have been better or worse if we had ended up going with bird smut?
No,
Wouldn't have
I don't
mattered.
think it would have been either. Literally, the whole idea behind this was giving him dating advice.
Just acknowledging that he's lonely.
And being able to summon a book really just took away all the role playing opportunities of it.
Well, also communication was a bit of an issue because none of us spoke.
Well, it brings that up, and it specifically says, "Hey, if nobody can speak Deep Crow, maybe have your players play charades."
Gosh.
And I can just imagine the charades that would have gone on with you guys pretending to be birds.
Trying to act out bird dating
Yeah,
situation.
I was not prepared for. I mean, that's an incredibly fantastic way of using that summon a mundane item.
Right.
But I was not prepared for something so specific.
well, I kept thinking it's like it has to be tailored to the crow, and then I don't know. I've seen a lot of weird stuff on the internet. And that's just what came to my mind.
No,
That's
I'll
probably why he used to
allow it.
squawk like an
That's a
alpha
brilliant.
crow.
That was brilliant. But with that being said, I don't have anything else prepared. Yeah, the ancient Deep Crow's cavernous lair begins to taper down again, revealing another canyon passage ahead. The light of volcanic vents fade behind you as you continue into darkness. And the next section is the end game. I didn't think we would make it there.
Well, you didn't think we'd survive?
What's that?
You didn't think we'd survive?
No, I meant tonight. I didn't know we would make it there tonight.
We get there this quickly.
Yeah, you guys went much more quickly than I anticipated. Like I've said, I can never tell what's going to take you guys a long time and what won't.
Well, that's good.
So yeah.
I never thought I'd ever use that ability.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'd forgotten that it was a thing. So
And then I asked, like,
that's fantastic.
If we
Is
were
there
one
anything
rank
else?
higher, the hordes person has the same thing.
I have 2 timepieces. I got all these abilities, and I am trying to use them because I have never touched them.
So yeah. Sorry, I didn't prepare more.
You know, it kind of be like that.
Were you thinking we were going to have to end up fighting this giant bird?
In fairness, though, even if I had prepared more, I don't know. I feel like the rest of it would take more. Like we would quit in the middle of the battle, if that makes any
It's going
sense.
to take a while.
Yeah, because fighting always takes a while.
Yeah, but role playing how to get a bird off doesn't.
Clearly, yeah, that's a quick and easy thing to do.
I'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
honest.
actually pretty good at getting birds off.
I'm very happy with this result. Let me be clear with that.
This is very
It's like the
unusual,
one time. This is one of the few times we didn't resort to violence.
right?
We almost did. It was almost I get eaten and shove a rod in his throat. And then Harry comes back in like 3 weeks and just claims it's dead feathers because it's starved to death.
Well, of course.
At that point, you take its head. Even more 4 hours. Oh, Noble says, I'm gonna still need you to take your pants off. By the way,
If you say so.
All right.
Not
That
my first
was,
rodeo.
yeah, that was that was. I don't know why you made the assumption that it would want a dwarf, but
no, I didn't. I just read everything and decided to add decided to have some fun. Like, yeah, this is gonna get us nowhere. But Harrison, take your pants off.
no, it was in fact hilarious. I was cracking up.
And then I made it to
That was
Veerheist, and I
great.
made it to Errant. I made it to everyone.
Yeah,
I asked everyone at least once.
Should ask the bird show you its pecker.
Which one? Top
we
or
could
bottom?
have done like one of those strongman contests or whatever it is where they do the flexing. Just
Are we
all the
still live
finger
on
paint
stream?
off.
We are.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Alright.
This will be an unusual episode for.
I figured I better save that before I say anything else.
You can find the things that he really shouldn't say out loud in our Patreon content. No, we don't have that. But if y'all comment that you want it, we'll make it.
You're gonna get 0 comments, by the way. You know what? You might get 1. It's gonna be from me. Big Donk 69 420 says yes.
No, it's going to be from
No.
Violet. Like, it's just going to be like LOL and then like an awkward like sweat drop emoji and
Yes.
then. Are you sure you all should be on the internet?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I need to talk to your parents about what you guys are doing.
I guess I'm going to kill the stream before anything bad happens.
Right, before we get
I mean,
worse.
I've already. Yeah.
Oh.
That seems like a good plan.